Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello. How is it going? Good morning, everyone. Let me go ahead and make sure audio's coming through okay. There it is. There it is. All right, so I don't know how much we are going to do in terms of playing today because, well, I've rented out a bunch of my cards and I want to see what kind of return that I can get mid-season as DEC rewards. As DEC rewards come down a little bit. So, let's see. I don't even know what cards I do have available when it comes to playable. Let's see. I think I still have all my summoners. But in terms of legendary cards, I have quite a few less. Yeah. So the main point for this, and if you're watching on the replay, thank you for coming through. It's always good to hang. Sorry we missed you live, but, you know, hopefully we'll get you on the next one. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to do this for. There are currently about 8 days left in the season, and I do want to grind towards the end of the season. So this might be something where I take, you know, the midpoint of the season off. So maybe like 8 days to 4 days remaining, or 8 days to 3 days remaining, and then I get all my cards back. Grind for end of season, and then see what happens. A part of it is also just I spend so much time on this game, going through quests, going through this, and so I want to be able to take a break from that. I think it's probably healthy for me to take a break from it, considering I spend so much time in and around this game with content and streaming and all that. So I'm testing it out this season. We'll see how it goes. But I think taking a couple of days off mid-season is never a bad idea. And the reason for that is because beginning of season is, you know, the rewards are too good, too juicy at that point. So I want to be taking advantage of the first like 2 to 3 days of the season. And then towards the end of the season, of course, want to try and grind up as far as I can to the top of the leaderboards. Now, that does mean, and I'm very well aware of the fact that I'm going to miss out on a couple of daily quests because I won't have all of my cards. But at the same time, that's actually totally okay with me. And if you saw my video last night, I am really, really appreciating the what is that called? Sets feature on the sets feature on Peak Monsters. So I'm very much trying to use that. Alex, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, that's only 100 CP? That's kind of lame. Preda, what's going on? Kuth, what's up, dude? How are you? So the thing here, I wish there was a way to easily rent out cards and know like what I should put them for. Like, so for example, Magi of Chaos. Here's one where like, I don't know what he's going for. Oh, I guess it's here. Now what happens if I choose a bunch? So boom, boom. So if I were to rent these guys out. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Magi of Chaos. Lowest value rentals available. Bids. Okay, so if I put like one for him. And then Magi Necrosi at level 4. I could probably get away with 5 for him. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so great. I'm going to start spending so much time in Peak Monsters now. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and then we'll just do another one DEC here. And then as we go along, it should be good. Kuth, I'm good, man. Thank you for asking. Just kind of hanging out. Got a late start this morning, but I'm feeling all right. And look at that, rented out already. That was fast. So now if we go to rares, actually, I'm curious on commons because I don't have much of these rented out at the moment. It'd be awesome if we could like, if I could just list it for whatever the going rate is. I think that'd be something worthwhile. So like all of these, just for whatever the lowest bid is. Here, let's see. Is there an option? Oh, set lowest market price. Oh my gosh. This is going to make my life so much easier. Hopefully. And let's see what happens. Set lowest price. Okay, cool. Have you thought out a new time for Fortnite streams? I mean, my evenings aren't free right now. So hopefully in the next month or two. The first thing that I want to get back to for Fortnite is the Saturday night streams for the tournaments, because I don't want to give those up. Furious Chicken, what's happening, brother? How are you? See, the thing with this though. Okay, so if I hit rent, set lowest market price. I don't know what that means. Oh, we check Splinterland's API information for the lowest listed rental price and then set your card for 1% lower. Interesting. Fierce Chicken, how have you been? Tooth, I know, I missed them. They were a lot of fun. So something like this is going for 1.1 DEC. So if I were to load this, $3.24. Man, it'd be nice to just go for the lowest bid. You're better than A-Rod now? Let's go. You're better than old A-Rod. Good, you've been practicing. Is there a new season yet for Fortnite? Fierce Chicken, I've been trying to upload vids, play the game, post on Peak, but I'm short in time with work and all. I wish there was more than 24 hours. Oh, man. Don't we all? Wish there was plenty more than that. All right, so this is kind of bothering me now because I want to just like rent it out. I rent out all my cards. I always just go for the lowest rent. See, how do you set that though? Is there an easy way to set that? Because I don't know. It seems these are like I want them to be rented out immediately. Like I wish the button on there was to go for the lowest bid, right, or the highest bid, because then I'm just done, right? I can just go in here, I click everything, and like, okay, let's try with these cards, because I just want them moved. I don't care for how much, but like, there is a button. Okay, I see. So I see set lowest market price. But then I would have to go... Oh, there's no bids right now for this, for Exploding Rats? Click the load button. Yeah, so this... Okay, this loads in the lowest price that's on the market, and it basically undercuts the market. But if there's a bid, for example... Like, so see, there's a bid here for 0.75. for Venari Seedsmith, but I'm going to listen for like double that. And I don't know that I want to do that. I would rather just have him moved. But I guess there's no bids here either. Damn, for Venari Wavesmith, no bids on level 5? Okay, fine. I can understand why there's not a button for that. All right, well, let's just start renting them out. So Fierce Chicken, how long do you rent your cards out for? Is it just whenever you're in between like cooldown periods or something? I feel like I have so much to learn from you. You've got such a process down for all these different games. If you list it the lowest, it's almost always automatic. Okay, when I list my cards for the lowest price, it takes less than 20 minutes. Okay, gotcha. I guess I have zero patience. I want it immediately. That's why I'm like, just go to the lowest bid. My cards are trash. I rent them all out. What? There's no way that your cards are trash. And if your cards are trash, then people wouldn't want to rent them. Okay, so let's set lowest market price. This is a fantastic feature. Man, I didn't even cover this in the... I didn't even cover this in the thing yesterday. But yeah, oh, okay, we'll do summoners later. Whenever these summoners are done. I'm not a fan of this new like you gotta wait 15 or 24 hours. I mean, I get it. I know why they're doing it, so it's fine, but it's just annoying. Now I understand why it's so easy to... Well, okay, I don't know if easy is the word. Let's see. But see, none of these cards are getting rented out. I want them all to get rented out. Come on. Okay, it's all good. Legends and Epics get rented easy for rares and crowns. I love them up to max for bronze and silver leagues. Then I just rent the gold level cards I need for my grinds. Oh, that's actually smart. I'm at 102k CP playing gold 3. Want to rent out my gold ground card, but need it for CP. Yeah. Doesn't that suck? It's kind of why I haven't started using a level 3 Oceanus. Because my level 2 Oceanus is the one that is... my gold foil Oceanus is level 2. I don't want to buy another one. Another gold foil just to get into level 3. But I would lose that 12,000 CP, which sucks. So you're just renting out for 24 hours only the cards that you need per day, huh? Fierce Chicken? I guess that's smart because then you just rent out only what you need and then you just do your quests. I should lock this guy. I think maybe I should play silver 1. If you can stick it out in gold 3. I mean, look, how much are you gonna get for a gold foil Grum? Let me ask you that. Let's take a look here. How much would you get in theory for a gold foil Grum? Where is he? You would get, okay, roughly 45 DEC per day if you like undercut this a lot for 40 DEC per day. Is that worth it, or would you be winning a lot more per game, and you'd also be getting more chests in gold 3? Right? So can you out earn that 45 DEC from the rents that you'd be getting for him? That's the question. Oh, at the end of season? Okay, well, end of season might be a little different, I suppose. Because you get a lot more for him at the end of season. But, yeah, I don't know. Is the DEC worth the the extra chest that you're giving up. Oh, see, look, I'm back into silver now because I've rented out a ton of stuff. Woo, there go all my cards. All right, so I'm back down to silver 1, and I'm very close to being in silver 2. Just gotta get under 70K. But again, a lot of this is just me focusing in on renting out a ton of cards. So it looks like a bunch have been rented on the last couple minutes here. Great. My chest just seemed worse since I went to gold. Oh. Well, your chances of getting a pack are higher, technically. But I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. Let's go back to Peak Monsters here. I mean, I've always liked Peak Monsters, but I just haven't used it as much as I probably should. None of the cards are getting rented out. Fierce Chicken, I'm getting nervous. Within 20 minutes, you said? That's too long. I feel like the only ones that really have a lot of value, though, are going to be like the epics and legendaries. Those seem to go very, very quickly. Yo, Matias, what's happening, brother? How are you? Fingertips. Don't rent out low-level commons and rares. Well, they're not low-level. They're all gold level. I made a spreadsheet that I share to peeps on Discord as well on my strats video. Nice. Okay. Alex, go check out Fierce Chicken's videos. He's got a ton of great content. Oh, bro, just finishing a 48-hour water fast. While I do my quest. Wait, Matthias, can we talk about this? Because I am fascinated by water fasts. Been doing a lot of research on them. So I'm usually a 1 meal, or not usually, but I'm usually like a 16/8 faster. So I'll just usually eat like lunch and dinner only. But more recently, since the beginning of the year, I've been pushing for 1 meal a day. So most days I just do 1 meal. So that's essentially like a, I don't know, 23, 22-hour fast, depending on how long it takes me to eat. But I've been like looking into doing like one of those 3-day water fasts, or it sounds like you're doing 48 hours to 2-day water fasts. So I'm just curious. 1, why do you do it? And 2, have you noticed, based on that, have you noticed like any benefits or things that you would recommend to others? All right. Well, I guess now we just kind of wait. Now we just kind of wait here for the cards to get rented. It's all good. I guess maybe it'll take a while for that to update. Can start looking at some of the other games. No water for 48 hours. No, only water, Alex, for 48 hours. No food. Nothing solid. I'm assuming, is coffee okay, Matthias? Like black coffee or something? Okay, let me go ahead. I need to deposit some stuff here so you guys can just... 0.264. So every day I get airdrop some of this hive from the Decrops game, and I just use that to buy more Decrops tokens. Butters323, what's going on? Find me on the SPL Discord. All right, sounds like you guys got that down. So yeah, as I was saying, if you hold assets within the Decrops game, they do airdrop hive to you every single day, which is kind of nice. Now, it's not much. I mean, I'm getting like 0.2 hive right now. And I own actually a significant amount of assets within the game. I bought a ton of alpha packs off the secondary market. So that's what's getting me all this extra decrop token right now. I'll have to pull the winner for the giveaway. I don't know if you guys saw the video that I posted for the Decrops land giveaway, but somebody actually in this chat or that follows this channel is very, very generous. Literally sent me a land plot in the game and told me to do a giveaway with it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull that tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna pull that tomorrow. Because I have the weekly giveaway one that I'm doing. So we'll do that. Black coffee tough. No sugar, no cream, no sugar. Oh, Matthias, I only drink black coffee now. I mean, I like cream, definitely no sugar, but I like cream if I like cream if I have to. Let me put it that way. If I don't have any other choice, then I'll take cream, but like what I'm drinking right now is black. All right, what's going on here? Don't tell me this is down. All right, so we got another 90. I'm going to go ahead and transfer this in-game from Hive. I could use some help in Rockstar. I need a way to keep my energy up, but not today. I like to stay with Splinterlands. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So I actually only drink decaf coffee now. I am trying to totally remove all kinds of like, I don't know. I'm just trying to like be as natural as possible when it comes to like whatever I put into my body. So it's mostly like meat and vegetables, and some fruit here and there. I don't know. I'm in a weird like space because I guess you know what, I still do eat that keto ice cream from time to time, which is low carb, so that's good, and no sugar. So that's like one of the concessions that I'll make. The Daytona 500 is today. I'm sorry, I don't follow car racing very much. Wish I could speak more on that. I haven't done anything with Hash Kings either. I really love how active the devs are in their Discord. I just haven't like bought anything else in the game or figured out how to do anything. I have all this water token, which is like worthless. No, it's worth 2 cents now. I have 1,000 tokens. It's worth 2 cents. It's crazy. Do you see my post on the SPL channel, Alex Bernard? I don't know if they're spam, so I might need to remove them. Alex, you saw my chaos video? I don't know. I'm not in the Splinter chat anymore. I cleaned out my Discord the other day. Smart move. My Discord gets filled up fast with a bunch of scams. I had to leave a lot of servers a while back. Butters, hey, Fierce Chicken. I like that newest Rising Star video. Good stuff. There you go. Fierce Chicken. Let's go, man. Fierce Chicken with the content. Fierce Chicken, you need that 25th hour in the day for sure. We need to get more content pumping from you. Oh, you saw the Chaos? Oh, Chaos is here. Yay. Awesome. I hope you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it. I worked hard on it. I sent it to the team. And yeah, I can't really say much else about that right now. I did send it to Nate though, and he and I have gone back and forth a little bit, which has been fun. And you try and you try and you try. So this is weird. I feel like I'm doing a Splinter stream, but there's not much playing within it, but it's all good. So we can mess around with some of the other games here. All right, so I got this land plot. I'll do the giveaway tomorrow with the pack opening giveaways. Let's see. How was I'm so okay. Overall, within I feel like Hive has a really good chance. I mean, if Splinterlands could explode, it could explode Hive as a gaming platform, as a gaming blockchain, right? Because there's all these other like interesting little games on here, like Hash Kings and Decrops and Rising Star, and I don't know. I don't know. Could be very interesting. You got any card bids in right now? Have no fear, because Chaos is here. Mario, what's going on? So no, I'm renting out my cards. Oh, Alex, you're gonna crush me right now because I don't have any of my cards. Actually, you know what? We won't do challenges today because I gotta rent out the cards that I have, and if I use them, then I gotta wait another 24 hours. So what's today? Tuesday? Or whoa, today's Sunday. So when is end of season? Then end of season is next Monday. So I'll probably try to get my cards back by Wednesday or Thursday. Take them off the market and then grind for end of season. Matthias, I am back. So about fasting, I went through depression for like 6 months. A lot of stuff going on. I broke up with my girlfriend, moved to another job, a lot of pressure there, and I gained like 65 pounds. Oh man, that sounds like a lot, dude. I'm glad to hear that's in the past though. So now I'm working out, fasting, meditation, and all that to recover my weight and my health. Amazing. That's very inspirational, dude. I've definitely struggled with stuff like that in the past, but it seems like there was a lot piled on at once. But I hope you're in a better place and are a lot stronger because of it. I don't know. Meditation for me is it's such a buzzword. I feel like it's just whatever. For a long time though, what actually helped me, because I could never get into meditation. It wasn't like, it was too difficult for me. I always felt like I was missing something, but what was effective for me was actually journaling. So in the morning, I would just like set a timer for like 10 minutes on my watch or my phone or whatever. And then, just like free writing. So just write and just kind of like have either like a conversation with yourself or get all your thoughts out. It's just kind of like brain vomit. And yeah, that was actually really helpful for me. The other thing too, and this is gonna sound weird, but diet played obviously a huge part of it. So fasting and sorry to the vegetarians out there, but I like what got me out of a bad funk last year was doing like a mainly like carnivore-ish diet. So it was like all meat and then like some vegetables and fruits here and there, but primarily just beef, right? And I haven't really talked about this publicly, but it was one of those things where like I didn't realize that I was like in a funk, and I didn't realize that I was like kind of feeling and like having like negative thoughts and just kind of being really hard on myself until I had been doing it for like a month, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, like, why am I so optimistic now? Why do I feel like so great about life? So again, I'm not saying that it's a magic cure. I'm just saying that like I noticed that was what did it for me. And I was fasting a lot at the time too. I'd picked back up on the 16/8, and yeah, it was good. So hoping to do that again in a couple of months here. But I don't know, man. It's just, I think about food so much now. Well, I used to think about food because I'm just like, I love food, right? But now I think about food so much in the sense of, it's incredibly important what we put into our bodies. And I don't know. Growing up, I was just never one of those people that like thought much about that. I would just eat. I would literally eat any and everything. Like I was the guy at like, amongst all my friends where they were like, oh, it's okay. We don't have to finish our food. Like Zane's going to finish it. Right. So I was the guy whenever we go out to eat, like at the end of the table. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't have this anymore. And I don't feel like wrapping it up to bring home. So just pass it down the table. And then I would eat it. And I was a lot younger. I was working out. I was playing a lot of sports at the time, so my metabolism was perfect for it. And then you get a little older, you hit a wall, get some injuries, and then I don't know, you just have to like redefine your. At least for me, I had to redefine my relationship with food, and that happened about 8 years ago. So I went mostly like paleo, and then I started exploring keto. And so it's been a bit of a journey. And I'm not saying like I lost like a ton of weight. In fact, I still feel like I have a lot to lose. But life is just kind of up and down, ebbs and flows. So I hope. Oh, you're journaling too. Yes, it is a great practice. But I hope you're on the uptrend, man. And I hope whenever the downtrend comes back, because it will come back, that it doesn't take you too low, and that you'll be in a better spot to kind of mitigate the negative effects of it. Adam Blackwell, ketogenic felt great when I was doing it, not so good when I'm not. I know. So here's the thing. Like I don't know. I don't know how this turned into a nutrition thing, but I'm really big on not necessarily keto. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I love keto, but it's just sugar, man. Sugar and like refined carbs are just so bad for you, at least for me. And the reason it's so important to me is because like everybody on my mom's side of the family is diabetic and either has it and or has passed away from it, unfortunately. It's like my grandparents, my uncles, and when my uncles passed away and my mom was like diagnosed, and she started taking her shots and stuff every day, I was like, I'm not going to let this thing kill me, right? I don't want to let diabetes kill me because it's awful. It's a terrible disease. And my commentary or my opinion on the medical industry is the fact that there's no profit in the cure. So they just help you manage it, and you just keep on upping and upping your insulin. And after a while, it just becomes too much for your body. So now it's just like, if you can control it through diet, and I've seen people control it through diet, it's that's one of the main reasons that I try to say like low carb, low sugar. Not necessarily keto all the time, but like just like real foods, right? So again, that's why I stick to meats and vegetables primarily. How much water did you drink during the 48 hours? Well, I didn't do that. I think you're asking Matthias, right? Mario, what's happening, bro? Oh, I know. Guys, I love food. Don't get me wrong. Like people, it's funny because I've become so like disciplined and strict about what I eat. People think that I don't like food, but it's just like, yo, if there were zero consequences, every day it would be a freaking party. It would be pizza and ice cream. Pizza, ice cream, cookies, cake. Like I have the worst sweet tooth. I don't know how to get around it. You eat less food, but the quality of food goes up. Yeah. Matthias, man, I love food too, but as you're saying, we literally are what we eat. Yeah, I think more studies, and maybe it's not studies, but more attention is being paid to like not necessarily not only the physical things when you're eating, right? Because like what food does to you physically, but also physiologically and psychologically. I don't know. I like strongly believe in that, even though I can't like point to a study and say like this food does or does not cause depression or heals depression, right? But at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't know, everything's just so refined and processed. So my thing now is just eating low carb, eating real foods whenever I can. And actually, one thing that the pandemic really helped with was forcing me to cook at home. Like it's nice to eat out. Don't get me wrong. I still go out and eat out at restaurants, but for the most part, like 90% of the time, I stay in. I don't order out food for like delivery. I have like my go-to things that are easy to cook, and I can have a meal ready within like 5-10 minutes. And I would rather eat at home because I know what I'm eating. For sure, carbs, sugar kill slowly. Yeah, I agree. There's a YouTube kind of series by this Dr. Gemnadas that I'm reading, or that I've been watching and rewatching lately. He gets into just how sugar is bad, but also like he kind of reignited my thing for fasting as well. And I don't know why his videos just popped up on my YouTube algorithm at the beginning of the year, but that kind of got me back into the mindset for it. William Pipkin, what's up? What's up, William? Sugar is everywhere. My friend has me convinced to try the carnivore diet. All right, so William, the carnivore diet is exactly what I did last year. I was doing carnivore diet. Uh, let's see, carnivore diet. I was eating one meal a day, and so I was like essentially fasting the entire day. And that's also when I picked up like Matthias. We were talking about like journaling, because meditation like wasn't working. So those three things, like literally after a month, I felt like a completely different person. Like I was trying to explain it to like my mom, right? Because she noticed the difference, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not happy, but I'm at peace, right? Because like, my certain personal things for me were still kind of all over the place, and there's like happiness. Happiness is a feeling, right? Happiness, it comes and goes, but I think peace is something that you should try to strive for, because if you have peace, then you can, as Naval says, you can convert peace to happiness at any time. So I just like felt very like at peace with like, again, this is not like any kind of advice for anybody. We're talking about this, so I'm just sharing my own experience. I'm very much against the farm factory industry, so I do really try to get like grass-fed beef whenever I can. Actually, most of the time it is grass-fed, grass-finished beef, just because I consume so much of it. So watch Dr. Baker, Dr. Berg on YouTube. They're on the right path, in my opinion. Yeah, I like I've never heard of Dr. Berg, but I like I'm assuming you're talking about Dr. Sean Baker. I think his information is great, but I think he's become a little too toxic to the vegan community now. Not that I have any, feelings toward the vegan community one way or another, but I just feel like if you're going to be antagonistic, you're not going to get people over to your side. But I get it. I'm sure he gets a lot of like toxic stuff thrown at him too, because he's very carnivore heavy. I find his information great. It's hard for me to follow him on socials because he's just constantly throwing shade. But there's good stuff out of town. We got to take accountability. Yes, we do. Guys, you live once, you have one body, like take care of it. Figure out what actually makes you tick. Like a lot of the stuff that's made for you, a lot of the stuff that's made in food, like it's made to addict you to come back to it. That's why it's filled with sugar and high fructose corn syrup and all that other garbage. But just like crypto, do your own research. Don't take my word for it, because I hate sounding like a holier than thou attitude and saying like, get your life in order. But really, like, it's just, you live once. So if you're happy, then I'm happy for you. But if you're looking for something more, I think truly, this is what gets me the most optimistic. We live in one of the most amazing times. I know people are going to look around and be like, oh my God, the world's falling apart. I disagree. I highly, highly disagree. I think we live in one of the most amazing times ever in human history, because information is so readily available. And yes, the double-edged sword of that is that there's a lot of misinformation available too. But if you want to learn more about fasting, if you want to learn more about diet and nutrition, if you want to learn more about anything, before, like, our grandparents or maybe even our parents had to go to a library to find an encyclopedia to learn about stuff, right? Now I can be laying in my bed and have literally all the information in my fingertips within seconds. So the internet has democratized so much of that. And look, the survival of the fittest is you got to be able to sift through what's what's garbage and what's not. But at the end of the day, the information is out there, and you can go and look and read and try every day to do a little bit better. 3L, I salute you. Who's 3L? All right, I feel it, bro. The easiest way for me to break bad habits is fast cold turkey for 3 days and then start keto or something. But I also go extreme. I go, Mario. You know what's interesting? I'm the same way. So I don't know if I didn't come up with the term, but like I'm very binary, right? Like 0-1. So it's either I'm like fully disciplined, or I'm on vacation mode. There's no middle ground for me, because then I always tend to go towards vacation mode. So it's like work hard, play hard type of mentality. Like when I'm here, when I'm home, I'm like my diet is totally on point. I'm eating healthy, whatever. And then like when I go on vacation or when I go see family or family comes into town, it's like I turn it off and I'm just like, okay, well, let me enjoy life a little bit now. But it's hard for me to kind of be in the middle road there. So I totally understand what you're saying. What if we're supposed to be immortal and oxygen is poison that is killing us little by little? Okay, Furious Chicken, that's an amazing kind of look, but please don't test that. Please don't stop breathing or put yourself in a room without oxygen. The world needs more Furious Chicken, all right? Dave Asprey has great content on fasting. Yeah, his information's good. I read his book. He's a little too salesy for me. Sorry, Dave, if you listen to this. It's just you come across too salesy. And so, yeah. But information is good. So again, if you can take information and sift through kind of the BS around it, or the BS information that's actually more important, then you'll be in a better spot. Yeah, he's a bit ranty. Oh, I think you're talking about Sean Baker. Definitely better than the 15, 16, 1700s. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Godzilla, what's going on, Godzilla? Yeah, family reunion equals weight gain. Godzilla, we're talking about nutrition and health on today's live stream. Basically because I rented all my cards out, or I'm in the process of renting my cards out. So we're not doing challenges today. Nor am I doing battles because I want to get that extra. I want to get that extra little bit. Actually, it's not even that. Like I was struggling for so long, and I'm sure other people will be able to relate to this. I was struggling for so long on my daily quest yesterday. Like it took way more time than it should have. Like the stupid life quest. And I was just so frustrated by the end of it. And that's kind of me like taking the thing and being like, all right, I'm supposed to be enjoying this game. This should be like an escape for me. It shouldn't feel like I hate my life if I can't like complete my quest in time, right? So that's when I was like, you know what? For my own psychological like health and mental health, like I need to take a break from the game. Like I'm not going to take a break from the content or anything, but like I need to take a break from just playing it for a couple of days. And so I was like, let me see how renting works. I heard about the new Peak Monsters thing. That's why the Peak Monsters set video came out last night, because I finally went to go and explore it and see what it was all about. And then I was like, oh, holy crap, this thing is awesome. So let me make some quick content because I'm actually using it right now. But yeah, that was like, I was like raging last night because I couldn't complete my stupid quest in time. And then I was like, you know what? Oh, and then on top of that, my rewards were so trash. It's like I think I got 7 chests, 4 or 5 of them were potions, and then like a couple of common cards. And I was like, man, all this like frustration, effort, and energy just for that, like it didn't feel worth it. And as somebody who's an advocate for this game, right? Like I love this game and I'm trying to get it on the map and I'm trying to do whatever I can to promote it. I just got to be honest with you guys. Like at that point last night, it didn't feel worth it. But that's kind of the beauty of it, is the fact that like, okay, you know what? Mentally, emotionally, I need to take a little break from it. So I'm gonna rent out my cards, and at least my cards will be doing something productive for the next couple of days. And then probably when there's like 3 or 4 days left in the season, I'll take them back and grind to see whatever highest I can get on leaderboards or diamond or whatever. So we'll see. How to feed chickens to the legendaries. Oh, on nutrition. I just had some chips while watching Man U play. Did Man U win? I actually don't follow. I was going to say soccer, but most people aren't going to get that. So football. Competition is fierce. You may need a modest rental budget if you want to secure some of those quests. We also talk about food on Twitch, so come by and say hello. Oh, man. This game definitely feels like work sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. It shows that I care about this game, right? Hopefully it shows that I care about this game because I get so passionate about it. But that's also the reason why I had to just like take a step back. Also, from some of the other Mavs, or not necessarily Mavs, but just within like Discord, I was reading about people who they grind in the first couple of days of the season because the rewards are very, very good at that time. And then like the DEC earnings, right, are very good at that time. And then as the pool starts to evaporate and decline or decrease, throughout the season, then they'll rent their cards out for like the back half of the season and then get them back for season end, right? And so I was like, okay, that seems like an interesting strategy. Obviously, I'm addicted to this game and I want to be able to play it every day, but renting my cards out would offer me, well, it would offer some time back in my day, because then I don't have to spend like half an hour to, I think it was an hour and a half yesterday that it took me to complete my quest. And I was like sitting here just like, I was on that fourth one. I was on the fifth one for so long. I just couldn't win it. Look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just kept losing. It's so annoying. 5, 6. I can't believe it. Matthias, my rewards are trash lately. I am about to take some SPS and put it in some helium hotspots. I mean, sell the SPS and buy some helium miner hotspots. Interesting. I feel like you told me about helium hotspots a little while back, but I don't feel like I did my research on them. Selling SPS, though, that's blasphemy. You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, I mean, I was so worn out trying to complete my daily quest yesterday, and guess what? I was rewarded with a 3750 DEC in one of my chests. All right, see, that's when it's worth it, because then all of a sudden it's like you just made a little extra payday. That's actually pretty awesome. For me, yeah, sometimes the chest rewards are just not worth it. I don't know. I'm just trying to get as much SPS as I can, like literally. Like, so I've decided I'm no longer going for the Waka Spirit Blade card. Not that I like. I felt like I would have been within striking distance. Like I could have sold off a good amount of SPS to get the remaining vouchers that I needed and then try to get it. But I just decided that I don't even want it at this point. I don't have Prince Julian. I don't have Yodin. I don't have all these other cards. So what's one more added to that list? And so I literally sold a bunch of vouchers last night for SPS. And I'll probably continue doing that now just because, again, to me, vouchers are the return on SPS. So I want more vouchers because they give me flexibility in the future, and I can always sell them and then restake or buy SPS and restake it. Butters, hey, what's your thought on the pizza market on Hive Engine? I actually don't follow the pizza token much. Well, you know what? Oh my gosh. What happened? It's down 77%? Or 66%, I mean. See, here's the thing. Because, and I've tried to be very transparent about this, but I have a position on the what is it called? Pizza Starbits pool here. So to me, the biggest risk is pizza because I have no idea what the pizza token is. But the returns are pretty decent. And as I try to like save up for that millionaire Starbits card, this is a good place to park Starbits for the time being so that they're actually doing something. But everything is down today. Let's see. It's because everyone's fasting. No one eats pizza. No. I don't think everybody's fasting. I wish it'd be cool, but definitely not. Bitcoin's down to 38. I was expecting to wake up this morning to Bitcoin being in the 37, 36 range. But hey, not to be the guy that said I told you so, but remember when SPS was pumping like a week or two ago, and I posted that video. I said, "Be care of the exit pump for BTC." Oh, here we are. We're back down. Now, I don't know. I mean, I actually have zero idea what's going on with Bitcoin outside of the fact that it sucks right now because it's just like on a pure downtrend. But again, I was trying to point towards all of these exit pumps here after the bull run. See, boom, boom, boom. We get a little exit pump, another exit pump, and then we go all the way down. Full bear market. So to me, this kind of just represents, all right, there was an exit pump. Actually, let's do the 1 year. I wish I could do a smaller time frame. So if this was the top here, right? 67, 69,000, whatever it was. Like there's a little exit pump. We're in another little exit pump now. And then this thing is just going to keep riding its way down to what? Maybe 20K? I can see that. And then our next bull run is 2025. God, that sucks though. I mean, how much of an underperformance versus expectations was this? Because I think in 2017, everybody was just so shocked. Like this literally came out of nowhere, right? Bitcoin like hit the mainstream and did like a 20x from where it was, more than a 20x. And so it kind of overperformed any kind of expectations. And then everybody had all these lofty expectations here, 100K. And we did a 3x from maybe 3.5x from the previous all-time high. Yeah, so that's interesting. But Butters, I'm sorry, I don't have any more thoughts on the pizza market. I mean, if anybody knows what this token is, what the pizza token is. Add liquidity to our pizza diesel pools to farm rewards daily. Win tokens. Okay, I mean, Pizza Express. I just want to know what this token does. I probably should have done this research before putting stuff into a liquidity pool, but you know. Welcome to the Pizza Guild. Oh, it's a guild. All right, hold on. Let me go over to Rising Star. 3258. All right, I need to get my ego. Oh, I'm gonna do this radio interview real quick because I want to see if I can get enough to withdraw. All right, so there's a roadmap. There's everything. This is a legit token, huh? Ghostly BG, OMAD for the win. Are you doing OMAD as well, Ghostly? We were just having a health, nutrition, and fasting conversation. I am doing OMAD right now. It feels good. Well, you know what keeps happening? So I eat this massive like lunch, right? So I try to get like all 2,000 calories for the day at one point. And then like afterwards, I'm just exhausted because I've eaten so much. And so like yesterday was the first time I was just like, okay, I didn't have much going on after my meal. I literally like laid down, I was watching some TV and then I fell asleep and I was like, I don't know how like healthy this is for me to just like gorge once a day and then take a little nap. Granted, I don't think the nap was because of the meal. I think the meal definitely played a role, but I think I've just been underslept for the last couple of days. Engage to earn delegation. I don't know what this is, but it seems like a real project. Not legitimate, but real. Let's see. So, but as we're down on BTC because of war, I hope that doesn't happen. That would not be good for anybody involved. Bitcoin can easily go down to 20K. It can also easily go back to 50K. Adam, truer words have never been said. I don't know what I want. I mean, I definitely don't want it to go down to 20K. Because I think it would deflate so many people, myself included, right? Because it's supposed to be this, future world reserve currency that's supposed to be very resilient. So I don't want it to go down, even though it would create like a better buying opportunity. It just sucks, man. Like the further it goes down, the further it crashes. I think people lose. Your weak hands, right, lose a lot of faith in it. But the problem is that we need weak hands to become strong hands. We don't need to shake them out. We need them to become strong hands by like understanding the fundamentals and starting to actually believe in the project. So I think if anything, not to get political here, but whatever's happening in Canada is very much a reason why Bitcoin is very important. Exit pumps are real though. Oh, 100% Butters. If indexes stabilize next week, then potentially it can start going back up. Which indexes are you referring to? I think BTC and stock prices are mostly impacted by Russian aggression right now. Bitcoin is part of the market now. The market trends up at the end, always. Matthias, I hope you're right. That was a thought I was just having this morning. Go see. Yep, I've been OMAD for almost a year now. I've been 100% carnivore for 2+ years. All right, I'm finding more and more carnivores out there. That's great. Before that, I was low carb keto for 6+ years. So I've been doing paleo on and off since. Well, see, paleo is weird because it doesn't involve dairy, but it's technically lower, or it can be lower carb. But I discovered paleo in 2013. So what was that, 9 years ago? First time I tried keto was 2016. That was great. But then that reintroduced dairy back for me. So I've been doing some kind of low carb since, I guess, that time. But as 20K could shatter a lot of confidence. Yes, absolutely. See, this is what I'm talking about, because it'll shatter my confidence too. Even though I am a diamond-handed Bitcoin holder, I will never sell, right? Because I believe in the long term. It's just, it would shatter so much confidence. And I think that's what happened for many people between 2017 or 2018 and 2020, right? Like, everybody just lost interest. I lost interest, even though I was like fascinated by what was happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum after the 2017 bull run. Harris, what's going on? Dang, diet talking. Here I am eating donuts and pan de sal. Oh, pan de sal sounds real good. Let's go, Furious Chicken. With coffee? My man, let's go. I'm a big fan of pan de sal. I see, that's the thing, guys. I love bread. Bread is so good, but I just can't do it. Icy Flow in the house. Let's go. Icy Flow, what do you think of the Mav chat over the past 24 hours? I'm on the seafood diet. I have high metabolism. Well, we're all jealous of you, Icy Flow. My metabolism slowed down a couple years ago. Oh, Godzilla, are you still here? I'm curious if anybody's following what was happening in the Mav chat. There's some real shade being thrown around. I feel like Agro had to come in and like calm everybody down and be like, yeah, okay, it's not the end of the world, everybody, just relax. All right, let's do another music lesson here. Perfect. That accomplished exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, dairy's tricky. I try to avoid dairy as much as possible. I do have butter, but I prefer having ghee. I try to do, not try. I mean, if I buy butter, I only buy that like grass-fed butter. I don't know if it's actually better or not, but I figure that it should be. Although, again, I'm eating that keto ice cream right now because my sweet tooth is so bad. So it's mostly what? Oh, so I think somebody asked what vegetables I eat. Sorry, I remember seeing that, but I guess I didn't answer it. You know what? I guess avocados really aren't a vegetable; they're a fruit. But I like avocados. I like making guac with it. So little tomatoes, tomatoes, onions, peppers, but like very little. It's mostly obvious. It's like guac, so it's like very little of the other stuff. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. I was on a seafood diet for most of my life. I miss it. Where I live, we are the second country in the world that consumes more bread per person. I don't know, man. I would say, are you sure? I would say there's many parts in the world where bread is consumed quite heavily. Malunggay pan de sal is a bit healthier, I guess. I don't know what malunggay is. That's what I have. 2 pesos each. So good. Even without tuna or cheese spread. Oh, I did not read about that as well. Oh, Icy Flow, you didn't read the Mav chat? Okay, that's fine. You could probably avoid it. There's, it just, yeah. It's just people being petty, I feel like. I don't know. It makes me not want to comment in there. I don't know what the solution is. That's the problem. Because part of me is just like, yeah, maybe there's like too many people in here now, and it's kind of starting to feel like general. Where not even in a bad way, right? It's just like, I'm not trying to be exclusive. I'm just saying like it's so hard to keep up with everything, and then personalities don't get along, and toxicity gets crazy, and I don't know. I was hoping for a more evolved place to discuss, which I think for the most part it still can be. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Last night I was just like, guac is fire. I make a dip of avocado, sour cream, and salt. Let's go. Avocado, sour cream, and salt. That actually sounds delicious. I mean, look for it on Google. Oh, you're sure? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Here in the Philippines, avocado dessert, put in ice cubes plus milk powder, condensed milk. Oh man. Oh, Furious Chicken. So my mom was visiting here a couple of weeks ago, and I found this Filipino restaurant. So we went out for like the traditional Filipino breakfast, like tapsilog and things like that. And then they had halo halo. So we ate that. Her sugar went through the roof. I'm sure mine wasn't doing very well either, but it was so worth it. Clevin, what's happening? Butters, I have access to map chat, but don't hang out there too much. I like reading it because there's a lot of people who've been around the game for a while, so I appreciate a lot of the opinions. It's just like when people are just like bickering back and forth. It's, I don't know. I feel like I'm in. It's like any other chat at that point. Not to degrade that or any other chat. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Then you throw away the seed outside. After a year, you get a new avocado tree. We have tons back at my pop's place. That's amazing. I eat avocado for breakfast like 2 or 3 times a week. Nice. I'm a big fan of guac. So I will usually eat guac with some kind of meat, whether that's like beef or chicken. Sometimes I will do broccoli or cauliflower, but actually I've tried to cut back on that because they're technically like nightshade vegetables, and I don't know. I have like, I'm gonna sound like an old man, but I have like all this like chronic pain from like injuries from my days playing sports, and then I had like surgery a couple of years ago. And it's just like, again, going back to the carnivore diet, that's what made me a believer in it, right? Like all that pain just went away. I don't know what to think about it because it's such a boring diet, and I don't know, but it's just. I really felt amazing on it. Physically, emotionally, like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Now I'm trying to introduce some other foods back in because I don't want to just stay eating meat the entire time. As great as I feel on it, but it just gets too boring for me, which is why I've like tried to reintroduce some vegetables. And then again, I'm a sucker for all that keto ice cream. Man, halo halo is nice, especially during the hot days. Especially if you get a scoop or two of ube. Oh, there was definitely ube ice cream. There was definitely leche flan in there. It was not good, man. That thing was loaded. It was laced to the top with sugar. But again, I got to live my life a little bit. So it was nice. My mom was here, so we celebrated, and then yeah. How much is an avocado where you live, After Sound? They're expensive here. I'm assuming that they're probably a little bit cheaper for you. I would say that they're probably close to like $1, maybe a little bit under $1 for like a regular or like small to medium sized avocado. Well, we got a lot of new maps. Okay, so Harris is saying, well, we got a lot of new maps. I used to use map chat, but now quality of combo has gone down. Harris, yeah. I'm not trying to like. I'm not just trying to like pointlessly call out a problem. I think that just happens with whenever any conversation gets too big, you're just going to have all kinds of new dynamics that pop up with it. So yeah. And it's just, I don't know what to think of it. Before I would follow along too. It was a lot easier to follow along. Now there's a lot more conversations that kind of go into weird rabbit holes, which again can be fine and interesting, but last night or whatever the drama that was happening there, it was just like don't get me wrong, it was interesting to read and interesting to watch because like I don't know who a lot of these people are, and so to learn more about like who's OG, who's not, what are the opinions here, and how people feel about like whales and OGs and all this, like it was interesting to try to get to know people better. But as a whole, like I finished reading it and then I was just like my life isn't better now, right? I just spent, I don't know how long, 20 minutes like trying to catch up on this chat and figure out who's who and who's saying what and who's siding with what. And it feels like it wasn't even entertaining like a movie. $1 for a small avocado or 2 large one in California. Butters, are you in California? I don't know why I thought you weren't, but I see Flo. Just buy a treadmill and walk and stream work game. I'll get one of those like standing desks with a treadmill or a treadmill desk. See, in the Philippines, avocado is eaten like a fruit. In the States, it's a flavor enhancer. Just my observation. Yeah, I mean, most. You know what's funny is most people in the States are ignorant to the fact that avocados aren't actually a vegetable. So everyone's, what do you mean it's a fruit? But yeah. Oh, that's cheap? It's more expensive there. So Ghostly saying, I run a lot, so I had a chronic inflammation in my left Achilles tendon for 4+ years. It healed after about 4 months after I switched to 100% carnivore, and I'm not having any issues. I see. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what to think about this crazy diet. It's a little extreme for me, but I cannot deny I was so intrigued by the people who like came out, or like either on the Reddits, not Reddits. I sound like an old man saying that. Either on the subreddit for it, or just on Twitter, like people who literally have nothing to gain talking about their story, right? It's just like nobody's selling anything. It's just meat heals, right? I started doing this and now I feel better. And I don't know, that kind of made me interested in it. And then when I did it, like I said, I hadn't felt that good in a while. Like, so my history is, I mean, I played a ton of sports growing up. So like my knees are completely shot. And then I finally had some other recurring injuries catch up to me. So I actually had to have surgery in 2020, August of 2020. And then like I just had all this chronic pain afterwards that never went away, right? Like I know that the healing time for that specific surgery was to take anywhere, up to a year maybe. But even 6 months later, I was still in like so much pain and still struggling. And then in April of last year, so like 8 months afterwards, I started, that's when I started the carnivore thing. And like I was strict. I did it for a month, and after a month, I was just like, "Holy crap! I feel like I can go lift weights at the gym again." Like that's how good I felt. And to go through that progression in 1 month, I don't know. It changed my mind. And like it's hard for me to talk about because it's like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the diet, but I can only give you my own personal experience. And I don't want to do it. That's the problem. I miss other food. I don't want to do it, but every time like some of this chronic pain pops up, and it has, right? So even just like recently, just having like weird chronic pain or like strains and stuff, I'm just like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to go back to this diet and like cut out everything again just to feel amazing. So that's happened a couple of times, and I don't know. Matthias, same here. Will of D, what's going on? Will of D, this is turning into a self-therapy kind of stream today. We're all just having fun talking about food, life, injuries, diets, nutrition. We haven't gotten far into politics, except whatever Russia's trying to do. But Zerk, I'm getting hungry. Me too. Oh my gosh, it's 11 o'clock already. It's almost lunchtime. It's almost meal time. We get our avocados from Mexico, neighbor to the south, but there's now a ban because cartels threaten main U.S. inspector. Oh no! Hey Butters, wait, what part of California are you in? So Harris, is the carnivore diet same as keto? It's not. So if anything, I would say carnivore diet is probably a version of keto, not the other way around. Because keto is just, so here's the thing, keto is limiting your carb intake to like less than 50 carbs per day, right? Total, like 20, or it could range like anywhere from 25 to 50 total carbs per day. Whereas carnivore is technically keto because of the fact that if you eat only meat, you're getting 0 carbohydrates per day, if that makes sense. Now, the thing is, there's a little nuance there because keto tries to stick with a high high fat, moderate protein, low carb thing. Whereas like, you know, if you're carnivore, you can technically eat whichever kind of meats you want, and based on the type of meat that you eat, based on the cut of meat, it could have, you know, just as much, if not more protein than fat. So therefore it could be, you know, high protein or moderate protein, whatever the case is. I was in Los Angeles, moved to Antelope Valley 4 months ago. Oh, nice. I miss LA, man. I do. I miss LA, but I'm also, I don't know, man. Part of me is also happy maybe not to be there right now. Who knows? It's 1 a.m. here. Where are you, Will of D? 1 a.m. is what, Philippines? We also have Mexico here in the Philippines. Mexico. I don't know where the avocados here come from. I'm assuming all of them are from Mexico. I mean, actually, no. I keep forgetting that I'm in Texas now. So yeah, it's probably definitely from Mexico here. All right, let's go back. I'm gonna check on my sets. Is there anything else that I can rent out now? Let's go back to legendaries. Nope. All right. Looks like I used all these guys a while ago. So we're getting some decent rentals. So my main set is renting out for... See, none of these cards are going for rental. What's happening here? I think we're running into a problem. So we're gonna do something drastic. If you guys want any of these cards, I'm about to go and just change the price. We're just gonna change to like 5 DEC across the board. I just want to see where the new thing will load. Nope. Okay, we'll just do bulk. 5 DEC a piece. 5 DC a pop. Let's see if those all go. They should go. Oh, Willow D in Singapore. I love it, man. Oh, you're near Godzilla. You should connect with Godzilla. Get that Singapore Splinterlands community going. I'd love to visit Singapore again soon. Oh, see, look, a bunch of them went now. Let's go. But I feel it's nice to be in the city, but it's also nice to be able to leave the city now. I'm about an hour away. Great times there. They kicked me out of Universal Studios. That's not good. Singapore is very strict on their rules. The closest diet I tried is intermittent fasting. It's so hard for an undisciplined person like me. My intermittent fasting is intermittent. Harris, you know what? The thing is, though, I feel as though fasting helps to create discipline, because when you can do it, I feel as though you are, I don't know, like it helps with people's confidence, right? When you realize that you can do it and stay away from food, and like you realize you have that willpower, it helps to build it up. Level cards don't necessarily rent up faster, but you know, I'll take it. Again, I'm just trying it for this season. We'll see how it goes. Any road you take, you know that you'll find me. See, none of these are going right now, so I'm gonna just take all of them. Oh wait, I did all these for 5 also. Never mind. Yeah, I'm really appreciating what Peak Monsters has put together here, so spend more time organizing my cards here. Let's take a look at the market. I'm just curious to see. I think prices will continue to come down. Ooh, it's good to see Spirit Hoarder under $13. Uh-oh, Chaos Dragon's back above 10. Wow, Eyes of the Fanged down in the $4 range. That's surprising. She's actually a lot better than I gave her credit for in the beginning. I use her a lot just because I like the fact that she is available in Little League games. Now the thing is, until silver, I mean, I guess silver is okay because you get that second attack. But to me, where this thing starts to really shine is in bronze, because the amount of stuns that she gets is pretty good. I mean, Lyra the Dark, I'm just a big fan of. She's just so expensive mana-wise. Wow, Legionnaire Alvar under $6 too. You know, I guess in silver he's just okay. I actually don't use him as much as I thought I would, to be fair. Mainly because I feel like there are better anti-magic tanks across each splinter. Here, actually, let's do a little research, shall we? So if I'm gonna play anti-magic, for example, in fire, then I'm probably gonna play Grum or Tusk if I need to. Although, yeah. And then if I'm playing anti-magic for water, both Wave Brood and Baktir are great. And Wave Brood in gold gets Void, which is really, really helpful. So I guess maybe, okay, let's see. And then here, you know what? If I play anti-magic here, I mean, I really don't play anti-magic here. That's the thing. Because I'm the one doing the magic spam. And I guess there's Unicorn Mustang from Untamed that you can use, which is in the starter deck. See, the only problem with Legionnaire Alvar is it's really 2 cards. He takes up 2 cards because you need to get him, and then you need to get somebody with armor repair, which is probably going to be Scavo Hireling, right? So all of a sudden that takes up 2 slots, and Scavo Hireling doesn't do any damage. Anti-magic here. Alvaro with Brightwing is good. Yeah, I've definitely used that combo in the past. A lot of times I pair Brightwing with Uriel the Purifier because it's silver, you get that heal, which I think is very, very clutch. But yeah, Brightwing and Alvaro would probably be a good combo. And then Death, I don't really do anything anti-magic. I mean, Thaddeus is good enough as it is, and if I need to put an anti-magic tank up front, then I would either go with the Untamed dude, even though it's just like level 1 because he has Void. And then sometimes instead of Alvar, I'll just go with Jinmoy Rat, because Jinmoy Rat has literally the same ability and then gets Magic Reflect. So So, you know, I guess, so Legionnaire Alvar probably comes in handy for players that, you know, don't have leveled up cards across all the splinters, right? So I'd say the most use probably for him would be maybe with Earth. Because you could add Queen Mycelia on top of that, right, to get the extra +2 armor. Well, see, here's the thing. So you get Legionnaire Alvar, you get Queen Mycelia, and you get Scavo Hireling. That's half your team right there. And I would say it's only Alvar that's doing any real significant offensive damage. But yeah. How does level 2 Mycelia Queen synergize with Venari Knifer or Mylar? Clevin, so she has at level 2 Amplify. And Amplify increases the Magic Reflect, Return Fire, and Thorns damage to all enemy monsters by 1. So someone like Venari Knifer has... What's that called? Has Thorns. I mean, he has Thorns at level 1, but obviously if your Queen Mycelia is level 2 and you have him at whatever level because he gets at level 1, that's going to be 3 Thorns damage anytime somebody with melee attacks him. And then with Mylar, all of your monsters get Thorns, so... But Mylar is a little too pricey for me. Oh, actually, Mylar's come down in price. But still, too pricey for me. Because I would have to play... In order to take advantage of Thorns, I would have to get a level 3 Mylar, which would be 14 BCX, of which I only own 2, but... That's $600. Oh no, 395. Nope, not today. God, this game just like sucks all of my money. Uriel's great. I actually have come around quite a bit to Uriel. What makes him great, even though he is a recharge monster, is the fact that he has self-heal. I feel like if all the other monsters had self-heal, then they'd be worth it. But once he gets self-heal at level 2, that comes in very clutch, because then it becomes very difficult to kill, right? Like, you need to be doing... Well, actually, over here, he only heals 3 per turn. Once you get him to gold, though, he gets that 4th attack, as well as now with 12, he's able to heal 4 health per turn. Which can be a lot. Which can really be a lot. And then not only that, he's doing 12 damage, like 9 to 12 damage per turn, which can usually wipe out your opponent, no matter how high their health is. There's a lot of really interesting cards here. I want to go... Let's check Untamed. I want to see the monsters. Legendary monsters in Untamed. Yeah, I mean, Untamed still had some fantastic monsters. Wow, the Vigilator's down to $68. How much to rent this guy? 3 DEC? Are you kidding me? Wow. It's crazy, guys. This is crazy. I only use Uriel and high mana, no ability games. That's a smart one to use him in, because then at least he attacks every round. Dark Hound. Wow, there's only 21 on the market for sale. That's funny. I mean, not funny. That's actually kind of crazy. There's only 25 of these guys for sale. Some of these older cards, man, it's like... I don't know. Dragon Jumper is definitely great. Kron under $200? All right, finally happened. I remember I was ready to buy this dude at 500. I really, really wanted to buy him at 500. I'm so glad that I didn't. Hope all is well after sound. What's up, Double Day? Nice video on the rewards cards. I think those Pellicors do have the most upside. You can also see $1 one day. Ooh, $1 is a little optimistic for me. I would be happy just to see them go back up to 30 cents. To me, that's almost like a clean, what, 10x? Almost 10x? But hey, you know what? More power to you if you're stacking them. I'm not. I mean, I said in the video very clearly that I'm not. I have not bought any rewards cards. I've just been winning them. So, but part of me looks at that and says, like, am I being stupid? Should I try and actually win them, or go and actually buy them? Why is this guy so good? Scale Doctor. I mean, obviously he's not. He's like at the bottom, but still, like, what? Oh, Triage. And Rust. Oh, and... Okay. Okay, he could be interesting. The whole game meta just absolutely changed. You know, pairing him with someone like Lyra with that increased speed. Oh, wow. Dude, this guy at the highest levels would be insane. I mean, even in gold. Because you get Void. And then you pair him up with someone like Supply Runner and Lyra, and all of a sudden he's doing... His speed is 5 now, plus flying. Nobody's going to hit him. How much is it going for? $60. Yeah, no, Untamed Legendaries are definitely great. I'm trying to see if there's anything that can hold anything to an Untamed Legendary. Because, like, for example, like Kron can be dominant on his own. Magnor can be dominant on his own in the right rule sets, right? I would say that probably it's no doubt that Queen Mycelia is one of the most expensive, mainly because of the fact that she can be dominant not on her own, but she's almost like a Venari Wavesmith situation when paired with Obsidian. Arbrent, Hound maxed out. Smart. How much is it for level 3? Because I'm only playing in gold. Oops. $34 DEC. That's not terrible. How much would it cost if I were to rent all of these guys at level 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold on. This is like, I'm just going to round up. 80 cents here. $95, $7, $18, $29, $38, $46, $53, $60, $66. So maybe like $1. If I just round up like $1.70 or $1.75 per day to rent all of these guys at gold level. But what would that get me? I mean, I feel like I'm already doing decent in gold. I guess this will get me into like leaderboards. Oh man, it'd be so fun to play with Magnar Trample. Yikes. Actually, Phantom of the Abyss too would demoralize. Man, these cards are so good. See, this is what I'm trying to figure out here. Like, I don't know that any of the Chaos Legion ones are as dominant outside of Dr. Blight, maybe? But even still, like, Dr. Blight. No, Dr. Blight wins so many games for me at the end. Can play Hound and gold with Ouster, and he's maxed out with Magic Reflect. Yeah, that would make it very, very bad for any Magic teams. See, the thing is, Death has a good amount of magic protection. Fire still doesn't. And I don't know, maybe that's just like how the lore goes, right? Like, water used to be the very like magic heavy splinter, so therefore like water should be a weakness for fire, but I don't know. I really do wonder what these legendary summoners are going to look like. They have to walk a very fine line between broken and not broken. Sorry, they have to walk a fine line between something that's broken and something that's still competitive with the Untamed. Gathering the Magic, what is going on? Hello and happy Sunday. So you're saying Void Dragon is a way underrated tank? I'm probably one of those people that underrates him. Is it because of the flying and phase? Void and phase? You beat Kron with Ulrich, Hellendale, and Axemaster. Awesome. I love beating Kron. It's still super satisfying, but it's gotten a lot easier lately. Should I sell? Oh, player 1. Ready player 1. Should I sell my Crawl for some Chaos Legendaries? I don't know. Crawlus is good. What level Crawlus do you have? Oh, Crawlus is dice, right? I don't know. Crawlus at level 2 with heal is very OP in my opinion. Especially in what is that called? Like poison rule sets? Poison actually, or earthquake rule sets. remember I used to rent this guy all the time, Oaken Behemoth, when I first started. I would rent him and what's it called? Myler. All right, Icy Flow. I'm gonna have to try this out with Void Dragon. With any heal, he is almost impossible to kill. I'm trying to think about what is the best team to pair him with that has a tank healer. Actually, I guess most do have tank healers, right? You know what? It would probably be good to pair him with water, for example, because then you throw someone like Venari Wavesmith into the mix, along with Murdali Guardian. Now you have a healer plus that. Actually, ooh, I do want to try that at some point. How many mana is that? So 5. So 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3. So 10, 14, 17 mana for those 3 cards. Could be interesting. Dragon Jumper is the best of them all. Yeah, I've gotten killed by Dragon Jumper so many times. It's so annoying. Oh, Void Dragon works well with Kitty. Yeah, that would definitely do it. My goodness. So Gather the Magic, Legendary Summoner, 6 mana with 2 abilities. One ability will be a +1 or -1, and the other will be a new ability not in the game yet. You think they're going to introduce new abilities now? I think they're done with new abilities for Chaos. Don't you think so? I like him with the +1 Magic Dragon Summoner. And then you can play any Splinter with Magic. Oh, that's smart. But then you got to rent out that Delwyn guy at like a higher level, right? And he's not going to be available in modern format either. So I would need to get a level 7 Delwyn to play in gold. $120 DEC per day? What? Oh no. That's weird. 40 DEC per day. Actually, that's not terrible. I don't know. Maybe, see, this is a card worth looking into, mainly because Void Dragon and Chaos Dragon make it interesting. And then there's strong magic monsters in every Splinter. Carlos is the only monster with flying and immunity. Yeah, I know. Very OP in my opinion. That's why it's called Chaos Legion. New abilities will create chaos from the meta. I think that the 2 of the new abilities that they introduced for Chaos Legion make sense to go along with Chaos. One being Scattershot, and the other one being Recharge. Scattershot, obviously, it's chaotic because you have no idea and no control. But then Recharge is like you have no idea when your dude's going to attack and who he's going to attack. Like you can't plan for it. Because so much can change between rounds. Yeah. All right, good stuff. All right, guys, it's already 11:30 here. Magic Life is a crazy OP deck. What else is there in the Life deck? Oh, I guess you can throw in, what's her name? From the rewards cards? Oh, I guess there's Time Mage too, and Time Mage makes everybody faster. And then Jin Renova. I really like Jin Renova. A summoner that gives the other team recharge? Oh, that would be broken. Because then I would pick that every single time and then just get very, very fast people that can kill everybody in the first round. Or self-heal if they need to. Oh, Bila too. I wouldn't want to build a gold life deck now. Go for it, man. Thank you for time after sun. I'm going to grab some breakfast. Icy Flow, TNA. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. So let's close out the stream like we normally do. Sorry, we did no challenges today, but like I said, I'm renting out my cards. So for this stream, maybe Tuesday stream as well, be more of a chat. We'll just talk about life topics, nutrition, health, mental healthness, mental wellness is what I meant. But yeah, go ahead, throw in your in-game username into the chat. I'll send everybody a little DEC, and we'll call it a day. We'll watch the rest of the market, see what goes on with big old daddy Bitcoin. How low can you go? How low can you go? All right, so just make sure to leave or if you can, remember to put a little @ by your in-game username. I'll send something out, and then we got the weekly pack openings tomorrow, and I'll pull some names for the giveaways for that, for the Decrops land giveaway. So if you want to enter in for that, you got to find the video and then follow the instructions and leave a comment there. And then what other things do we have? I need to talk to Godzilla so we can plan out some of the other giveaways that we were doing too. Up to the sky. All right, I see some in-game usernames coming through. We should be good to go. I love it. So my power will continue to fall. And I just want everything to be rented out. Come on now. All right. I think I gave everybody enough time. All right, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day, rest of your weekend, or if you're already in Monday, for those on the other side of the world, I hope the week is good for you. I will be back here in roughly 48 hours, Tuesday morning, to hang out with you again. And then we'll go from there, all right? So, good luck with the grind. I will catch you all soon. And yeah, have a good one. See ya.